Thank you. Asante, Your Excellency. I know you told me to talk like that, but ulinikosea kidogo. Ulisema nimekaa Amerika miaka 20. Na mimi I'm trying to look like a 28-year-old. Sasa shida iko wapi? So anyway, I'm very delighted to be here tonight. And even, unajua for us ladies boss, eh? Anyway. No, I'm teasing. Good evening. I'm very delighted to be here tonight. Actually, back in 92, how old is that? How long ago is that? Woo, okay. I was in London. I started out schooling in London before I moved. Oh my gosh, that's worse, boss. I messed up kidogo. But I was never good in math. So I know from where you're sitting, I get it. I then went over there across to the US and continued my many years. So very briefly, because I know we don't have time, mine I'll speak a bit more, Chairman, more specifically on my experience a bit. Janet, you're my friend on Facebook. Former mayor tulikuwa na wewe US some time back. So when I look in here, Kaniaru, back there in Joro, I know. So anyway, when I look in the room, I know so many of you, and I just wanted to say that for myself, my journey has been a bit different kidogo, but I wanted to talk to you, to talk to that because of you, Chairman. I also one day woke up and decided that I wanted to move back to Kenya and take a dive into this difficult, crazy field of politics. Let me call it that way because it's a bit difficult. And at the time, the reason that I decided to go back when I went back is because the new constitution had just come into place, and I felt that maybe there was better room even for women, so to speak. So I left my law practice then, and I decided to hop on a plane about 14,000 kilometers back to Kenya with my 2 little girls and go figure this thing out. So talking to you about maybe perhaps sometimes you just have to take a leap of faith. And initially also, I didn't get it because I went, and I always tell people, sometimes it's nice to be ignorant. I know that sounds crazy. Because if I knew what I know now, I probably would not have been brave enough to even try and do it. Because I went there and it was 6 months to the elections. Can you imagine? Like, you can't be here if it's 6 months to the elections. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but it's just going to be difficult. Because people start campaigning many years before, unfortunately. You know, it's the truth. So if you're seeking a seat in these elections, you need to be home. You need to be in the ground. You need to be in the villages. I would go to some places because then I had decided to run for a seat in Bahati. And Bahati borders, and I'm talking very fast, boss, Bahati borders Nakuru Town East constituency. And I would go in and I would talk and I would tell them what I'll do. And then I finish and I get out and and you do what you're supposed to do. Munaelewa hapo? Kaniaru, I know you know. And then nikitoka hapo nasikia mtu ananiambia hapo hata haikuwa Bahati. Hiyo ilikuwa Nakuru Town East. Because I had been gone from Kenya about over 20 years, yeah? So, and I look back, and honestly, and in all honesty, and no offense, guys, I look back and I'm like, honestly, I should not have been a choice. Because I know I went to one meeting and they're like, so what are you going to do? And then I was telling them about this community policing, and everybody's looking at me like, what? You know, like I just didn't get it, yeah? So, but saying all that to say, then I didn't make it. I did not make it. I had spent all the money that had come with. I had my 2 girls looking at me and asking me, why would you bring us here when you told us that